Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Shino. We're back in ATM10 to the sky. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Last episode, we started getting ready for the apotheosis stuff, and I haven't done a whole lot between episodes, but I did go ahead and upgrade everything to Aldomodium. Well, not everything, but I've got most everything updated to Aldomodium, and we're geared up and ready to go, because this episode we are going to go into the Nether. There's one thing though. One thing that I'm kind of concerned about is I do have a jetpack, and that jetpack has a battery on it, and there's only so much power on it, and I don't know for sure if this will continue to charge. I have a wireless charging system set up on my Flex network, but I can't remember if it charges over. So what I've done is I did upgrade my backpack, and I added in a battery upgrade to it. I added in a crafting one also. I thought that makes sense to have that as well. But I do have a battery area here that I can charge stuff up in. Now, it doesn't hold a whole lot. It holds 100,000. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to really do me a whole lot of good. So before I go into the Nether, I would like to give myself the ability to have flight just in case. And also would like to have a way of getting back if I need to. So what I've done is I've created some waystones. So if anything happens and I need to jump, I can drop down a waystone, and those do work cross-dimensionally. So I don't have to worry about that. But one of the things that I was looking for when I was looking at flight, I saw that there are potions of flying, and there's one that you can get 30-minute potion of flying on it. So that's pretty good. It enables creative flight for 30 minutes. Well, one of the things that I remember from pylons is you can get a potion filter that you can use in an infusion pylon. And that potion filter, you right click with an active effect to apply it to the card. And I think if you do that 3 times, you can make it like permanent. We're going to test it, and we're going to see. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going down to the process of making the 30-minute flying potion. So I've already got where am I at? I got the awkward potion. Now we're going to put in the phantom membrane. And then I'm going to need chorus fruit. And I think it's popped chorus fruit that I need. Double check that. Go back. Yeah, popped chorus fruit. There we go. Then I'll throw the popped chorus fruit in there. Is that not right? Let's go back here. Oh, now I got to do the fermented spider eye. Fermented spider eye. Oh, I don't have spider eyes over here. I have got to get the mob farm stuff set up on my storage here. Actually, I just got to think about that. I could have made, because I've got the essence there. Yeah, I could have done that. Let's go there. This is a 6-step brew. And we're going to need some redstone. There we go. And while that's working, let's go ahead and start getting this together. We're going to need some terracotta, cyan terracotta. And there we go. We got the potion filter. Now we do the pop chorus fruit. Cool. What was that? Pylons. Oh yeah, they do have it on here. Cool. Potion filter. In order to put potion effects into, you'll need to fill a potion filter. To do so, have a potion effect on you, then right click with the potion filter to remove it from you and add it to the filter and repeat until it's filled and active. This also works with modded potion effects for ones you can't usually get through potions like haste or resistance. Cool. Yeah. Just much better and cheaper. When a potion effect is put in by a potion filter, it will continuously give you the potion effect no matter where you are. You heard me right. No longer is there a set radius for the infusion pylon. Now it will reach you wherever. That's sweet. All right, so we've got potion of flying done. Now we're going to increase it a couple of times, and then we should be able to hopefully create make creative flight? I know that's what we're hoping for. And if we do, then I can get rid of the backpack. See, that's what or not the backpack, but the, well, yeah, the backpack and the jetpack. All right, that gives us to 15 minutes. And this one should be just about done. And that gets us to 30 minutes. And I think that's as big as we can go. Yeah, 30 minutes. So there's 3 potions of flying. I'm just going to throw you into there, throw you into there. All right, I think I got to do that. And let's just double check it. It is right click with an active effect to apply it to the card. I get it? Hey, I got it. There's 1, there's 2. It's almost filled. There we go. It is activated. Hot dog. It'll pop up here. And should be able to put that on. All right. And we're going to test this. We're going to see. We got the jetpack off. And hey, looky there. We got creative flight. Awesome blossom. Oh, sheepy. Hey, we got a spawnable light area over here. I have a torch. I shouldn't have. See how there is a feral flare lantern right there. We should not have any. There it goes. It's out now. As I say, we should not have any over here. Cool. And hey, look at that. We've got creative flight now. Now, can I speed this up? Now, it is a little slow. Not a big fan of that, how slow it is. But we can still use our jetpack if we wanted to. And if it doesn't charge up, then we're not hosed, right? We can still move around. And we can still do, combat stuff if we need to. That's cool. All right. I know. Oh, there's one more thing I want to get over here. Oh, no, I don't need to. Go back over into here and down. Cool. I'm happy I got that. That's a good one. All right. Let's look at one more thing. From not the Waystone mod. Isn't there one that you can carry with you? You know what I mean? It's not one that I guess we could use the return scroll. Ink sacks. I thought we had squid essence. Again, I thought we had squid. No, we don't. Well, interesting. All right. So for that warp scroll, we have to have an ink sac. How can we get ink sacs? Is that the only way to get them? Squid essence, squid seeds, soul jar. Yeah, it is. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, I may not be able to do that, but I do have waystones, so that's okay. I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to empty out my XP, 265 level. Oh, no. Actually, I need to do one more thing. One more thing. I would like to have a bow. So the Supremium bow is unbreakable. Well, I think for now, we're just going to go with just a standard bow. Let's take a peek here. What can we get? Flame, unbreaking, and mending. That's what would be too bad. Let's go ahead and do the high end one here. So punch, life mending. What we get on that. How many more bows can we make here? Let's give me 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5 more bows. And let's just see if we can get an infinity off of it. Hey, infinity. Cool. I want to try anything else here. Soulbound mending. Let's grab that. I think between all of these, we can make something pretty good. We already had a flame. Let's go ahead and do that one again. Curse of vanishing and infinity. Breaking. Endless quiver. There we go. And power and mending. I think between all of those, we can get a pretty good bow together. Let's pop down here. Make another anvil. I'm pretty sure this one's going to break on me. Here we go. And let's see. So I don't want the curse of vanishing. Do I have those cobwebs still? Yes. Grab some of those. I'm going to put that in there with the curse of vanishing. There we go. And that gives us flame and infinity. So if I take that one and that one, okay. And then can I do that one? Yes, I can. And then what's the power on this one? Power 5, 6, 7 maybe? Yeah, power 7. Sweet. And what else we got? Life mending and punch. Throw those on there. Power, flame, punch, unbreaking, mending, endless quiver. Endless quiver overwrites infinity. So what's the difference between endless quiver and infinity? All right, before we do that, let me do some research really quick. Hang on. All right, so definitely we want infinity over endless quiver. Yeah. What else are we losing here? Mending. But we lose mending. If we go that route, we lose mending. Yeah, but I'd rather have the infinity on there. Definitely would rather have the infinity. We could, let's see, let's do this one. Let's do that one. And what do we get? Life, mending 1, infinity, soulbound, unbreaking 5, power 7, flame punch 3. Yeah, let's do that. That'll give us a good bow. Okay, and then I think we just need, I've got an arrow, don't I? I've got a quiver on me. Yay, I do. Cool. Here we go. Oh, that had an effect on it. Instant damage 2. That's pretty cool. If I open up, I've got a quiver, right? Yes, I do. Can I put that into there? Yes, I can. Cool, cool. And then let's go ahead and make a bunch of other arrows. We don't need a whole bunch, but that'll work right there. There we go. Got it filled back up. That'll work. There's a bunch of those quivers. I think I threw them all out, didn't I? Quiver. Oh, you know what it is I'm doing? I think, if I recall, I've got, yeah. See, I've got it. Basically, I'm letting them be voided. So, I mean, no big deal. All right, so I think that's about everything that I need off my shopping list. So let's take a look at here. I think it's in chapter 2 I saw this. Yeah, the Nether. With 10 obsidian, we can craft the Nether portal, light it on fire in order to start it, then walk through the Nether. You might notice a lack of Nether within the Nether. Hope you didn't forget you're playing a skyblock. You can build out blocks to find Nether fortresses or even just platforms for mobs to spawn. Dreadful dirt works in the Nether, by the way. Okay, so yeah, we are going to have to go flying out into the Nether, so I'm glad I did all of that. Let's grab 10 of those. We'll need a flint and steel. Take that. Let's go over to the mob farm. I think we're going to put the Nether portal in just right, probably right there. I think that'd be a good spot for it. So I'm going to clear that torch out, put you over there, and we'll clear that. Oh, yeah, this will work. Do this, clear those out. And then if I go like this, put that in there, and then we will need to remove that one. Oh, I need 2 more obsidian. All right, did this work? Let's see. Hey, it worked. Cool beans. All right, we've got our portal. I know what it is. I made it too big. I only need to make it too wide, didn't I? Yeah, I did. No biggie. So we need to go put you here. Memorize you. And so I think we're good. We got a good amount of food. I am going to clear all of this out. Clear that out. We've got our bow. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. Oh, I would like to have, before I go, let's go ahead and take some building blocks with us. So let's grab some cobble. Let's grab 2 or 3 stacks of cobble. Take with us. All right, here we go. Into the Nether. Oh, do I need to? You know what? I just keep thinking about stuff. I'm like, let's get a shield also while we're going. Not the best one in the world, but it'll work. Get that first off of there. Got it. Okay. Now let's drop off our XP. Go back over to the mob farm and let's go into the Nether. Here we go. Hey, we're in the Nether. Awesome blossom. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to go into the map and I'm going to go ahead and say that this is portal. There we go. And I saw, it looks like we got a Nether fortress right over there, just away. Let's go check it out. Pretty good size. I'm going to turn the light levels off. I tried anyways. F7 says it's disabled. Oh, somebody got me. All right, let's go see what kind of trouble we can get into here. And do I have my magnet on? Magnet's on. Cool. Hey, buddy. Don't think we're going to need a whole lot of stuff from here, so here we go. What's all over my screen? Huh, I don't know. That's all right, though. I would like to go down inside this fortress here. And let's drop off a, if we could, let's go ahead and drop off a, what do you call it? A waystone for here. Like, maybe right Yeah, I'd like to put it inside someplace safe. So let's go down over. Looks like we have an entrance here, maybe. Yeah, here's an entrance here. So let's drop in a, we'll just do a little block off here like that. And I'm just going to put an area like, about like that. And I think, let's do that. Maybe some of this. And we'll throw a couple torches in here too. Just kind of keep it lit up here a little bit. Cool. Let's go into our bag. Grab a waystone. Put it in right there, and we'll call this the Nether. All right, let's jump back over to the storage here. This is going to be nice. Boom. Now we can just move back and forth whenever we want to. There's something I forgot to get while we were here at Hostile Neural Networks. Yeah, we need space frameworks. Let's go back into our bag. Let's grab the deep learner from there, and let's also grab the one from here. And we can get rid of that one, and that one. We'll put in a couple of these. We'll need to grab. We'll need to grab some new mobs. I want to grab the wither skeleton on there, and we'll throw that one. We'll throw those into there. Cool. I think I can get rid of now. I don't think I'll need more than 2 stacks of that, so I'll get rid of that stuff. We'll get that. And yeah, we'll throw that in there too. All right, I think we are ready. Let's head back in. All right, and I have also a personal shrinking device, but what is that? What's that keybind? There we go. Well, I can just kind of run through here really quick and then pop back up. Hey, there we go. All right, I'll put that in my offhand, and I got this. Let's go check it out. Get him. Okay, there's one. See a flame guy there. There we go. Cool. All right, let's see what we got in this thing. Blaze gold, I'll take it. Source gems, take that. Take the netherwood saplings, yep. Scoot through here for just a moment. Try to get that collected. All right, where'd he go? Here we go. That's a hole. I want to go that way. There we go. All right, I'm just going to do a little bit of slaughter in here for a while and build these things back up. So I'll be back. I am still flying around out here in the Nether. I found one other fortress, but what I'm looking for is I want to see if I can find a bastion. There are a few mobs that I would like to build on my data model for, and I haven't found any yet. So I'm going to keep flying around out here for a while and see what I can find. And if I find a bastion, then I'll be back. If not, then I'll come back and I'll explore off camera. So I'll be back in just a minute, hopefully. All right, I went ahead and made a compass to kind of help with this. This is the adventurer's compass. And I got it set to bastion. So it's pointing off this direction. So let's go check it out. Does it tell us? Does it tell us how far away it is? I don't think it does it? Yeah. All right, well, we're going to go check out and see if this works. And hopefully we'll have a bastion found here shortly. All right, says it should be right here. But looking at the map, it's not. There's not one here. So, yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Let's see if we can find maybe a different one, or do we got to fly off someplace and then check again? We might have to do that. So let me get out a little ways here, and then we'll try to do another check. Well, here's one of the things I was looking for was for these guys. Yeah. Let me do that one. Cool. Yeah, that's one of the things I was wanting to get. And that's one of the other guys I was wanting to get right there. Get a hoglin. Thank you. Cool. All right, I'm off and hunting again. Well, same thing happening here. I found a new location where there's supposed to be a bastion remnant, but there is nothing here that I can find. And I've gone down also. I mean, it should show up on the map. And nothing, no matter what the elevation is, it should show. And I've gone all the way down and all the way up too. Don't see anything. Yeah, it's not showing. So I'm not sure why, but I have not been able to find a bastion. I have found several fortresses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I found 8 fortresses so far. but no bastions. So we're going to head back to our, we're going to head back to the base. And I think we're going to go ahead and do the wither fight so we can get our first nether star. So I'm just testing it. I went ahead and located and said, hey, show me a fortress. I'm just, I want to make sure and validate that this thing's working properly. Even though, fortresses are easy to find. I found, I think, 3 more since the last time we talked, flying around out here. But, I thought, well, maybe this thing's not working. But no, there we go. We're going right into a fortress. So, yeah, that is working just fine. Hello, everybody. Yep, that is working just fine. All right, so let's just head back over to our exit, and we're gonna head back, and we've got everything that we need to be able to fight the wither boss, and so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go set up a wither fighting area, and we'll go fight the wither boss. All right, we're back. Pretty good haul of items. I'm really excited because I did get some Wilden Horns while I was there. Found another Whirly Sprig token in one of the chests that was there. So that's pretty good. I ain't mad at that. I'm going to throw... Oh, and Crimson Iron. Got some Crimson Iron, some Nether Bananas, Netherwood Saplings, Potion of Mana Regen, saddles. I guess I don't have a spot for saddles yet, but that's okay. Throw that in there. Blaze Gold Nuggets from Silent Gear. That's going to come in handy too. And then I've still got quite a bit of stuff here. So the Inferium Essence we're not too worried about. Take all of that out of there. Wilden Wings. Pretty good. Some smithing templates. Yeah, all in all, not a bad haul. I want to get... and try to get as much of this sorted out that I can. That and that. There we go. So that should be empty now. Back to normal. Yeah, it is. Good. And now we can just put all this stuff, click around, make sure everything that can be sorted does get sorted. There we go. And let's pop over to the mob farm. And there's some items that we can, throw into here and let it sort out as per usual. Like that. I think that's pretty good. Oh, there's one more. Cool. We'll let those work. And then back over to the storage area. And I'm going to cook these pork chops really quick because I have a spot in my inventory for those. I think I talked about this. My auto feeder. I can just go through here and fill that up. So like I'm getting low on potatoes. So when that happens, I can just come over and grab, few potatoes like that. And I really should be doing baked potatoes, huh? Really what I should be doing. Oh, missed them. Let's do the baked potatoes. Here we go. We're going to take that one out. We will remove that one. We'll put the baked potatoes in its slot, and then we'll do the memorization. That, and boom. There we go. Now we got some baked potatoes. Sweet. Okay. I think talked about this before we came back, that, what we really need to accomplish here in this episode is we do need to make sure that we get our first nether star. So that's what we're going to work on, is getting our first nether star. And there are some items. There's some witherproof items. Let's take a peek at that. So Mystical Agriculture does give us witherproof glass and also witherproof blocks. I will spit it out. We've got the tinted glass, which can withstand wither, and we've already been using that. But I think we're going to make something using this area right here, right? So let's put those on, and let's put that on, and we'll need to make soul glass as well. And we'll need to make sure that we can make the soul dust, which is a soulium dust. Is that this stuff? Yeah, that's that stuff there. Cool. So let's see if we can put all these recipes together. So let's start off first. The witherproof blocks is going to require the witherproof bricks. That will require that recipe. and then soul stone, and that will become the next recipe. And then soul stone is the solium dust. Yeah, going through there. Cool. All right, so we can put in for the all the modium, we can put in this pattern here. Cool. And then these two patterns can go here and here. So now if I wanted to make witherproof bricks, do that and start. And there we go. Yeah, pretty simple. All right, that takes care of that one. That takes care soulstone. We got that one taken care of. Smooth soulstone. That's going to be another crafting recipe from the furnace, and we do need soul dust is another one we got to make. So let's put those two in here as well. Cool and cool. So that gives us this recipe here. We got two crafting recipes, this one. And you see now it shows that everything can be manufactured from that. And then this one, which will be that soul glass there. There's that. So now witherproof glass, we should be able to make a good amount. We'll do 80 to start off with. Cool? I think so. So we're going to need some wither skeleton skulls. And I think we should probably go ahead and teach it how to make wither skeleton skulls. And that, oh, we've got multiple patterns for it. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense to make it out of the essence, but we'll need to, the one thing that's going to be difficult about this, let's say bone. Yeah, see, that's what's going to be difficult about this. Now, once we get the skeleton essence, it won't be, right? Yeah, we'll have to get the skeleton essence, and then that will be okay. What's stuck? Ah, crafting is locked. There we go. That's better. Much better. All right, I've not decided where I want to put this at yet. Something tells me that I'm going to end up building it like right up here. Yeah, so let's just do that. We're just going to set it up right here. There we go. And then the glass, and that's not going to be enough glass, but we're going to do right here. I just want to have a 3x3 area to build this thing in, right? That's what I want to have. And we're going to put in, where is it? Building gadget. Get a little more glass. 10 maybe. And there we go. I think that'll work. I'm going to put that back in there. We've got that. We need our soul sand. And we need a recipe for soul sand, don't we? Yeah, let's make a recipe for soul sand. Soul sand is that recipe right there. Cool, cool. Let's make that plus, I don't know, give me that much more. Cool. All right. So we're going to be doing the wither skulls. And there's a couple of these that we can make like with this. So I can take all of those. That'll be fine. And there's some that we can make with that, but we don't have the skeleton skull. Okay. We're going to see how much of this we can make right now. What I need to do is we're going to be making we're going to try to get to the nether seed is what we're going to try to get to. So we can get, not nether seeds, the star. What's that thing called? Nether star. Yeah. Nether star. We're going to try to get to this point where we can make the nether star shard from mystical agriculture. So we're going to need nether star essence, which comes from the nether star seed, which means we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 nether stars. Okay. So we're going to have to fight the wither at least 4 times, and that's going to get us the 4 that we need for the nether star seeds. Cool. We also need to get the model framework, is the other thing that we need to get off of there from fighting the wither. And I think we got to kill them at least 4 times or maybe 5 times to get it at beyond faulty. I think maybe one time will get you beyond faulty. We're going to find out. But that's kind of what our plan is here. Is we're going to have to fight them a couple of times to yeah, you know what I'm saying. We need to fight them a couple of times so that we can be able to harness them using other means. All right, so I'm going to break that. Did that save? It did not, but that's okay. All right, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's back off out of here for a moment. And, oh, that was instant. Form. There we go. Now we'll click them. Here we go. We're going to put that in our data model. And there we go. Done. All right, let's take a look at the model. How much did that give us? It's still faulty. Yeah, so we got to get them 6 times at least to be able to get this one taken care of, right? And that went into there. It did. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, and there's that. As I say, I thought... Yeah, I did come back earlier. I guess I didn't mention that. I came back and I did add a void upgrade and also an advanced pickup setting on here to pick up the items. So when I was out flying around, because my inventory was getting too full and stuff was just kind of floating around me. So that helped me not have to worry about that. All right, let me do this a couple more times and then I'll be back. And there's number 2, and there's number 3, and there's number 4. All right, so yeah, that gives us the 4 nether stars that we need for making our first nether star seed. But before we can do the nether star seed, let's take another look at it. For the nether star seed, boom, 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 we have to have a nether star crux. And that nether star crux is also going to require 2 more nether stars. So yeah, we have to do at least 6 fights anyways to get our first seed, which is no big deal because like I said, we are also doing this right here and we got to get 6 to get it beyond faulty. So we are regardless going to have to do 6 and may do a couple more. We'll see. All right, let me keep doing my fighting. I'll be back. And there is number 5. Easy does it. All right, we'll be back. And there we go. That is number 6. So we should now have, if we look at our deep learner, we should now have a basic one. Okay. That would actually be enough that if we wanted to, we could go ahead and put it into here and let it start producing, right? So I think we may go ahead and do that. Oh, I thought maybe that was a phantom coming in. So let's go hit our tab. Let's find 2 more of the drawers. We'll do that and we'll do that. Let's go ahead and lock these like that. We'll do the configuration so we can add these to it like that. And then let's pull this one out. And we're going to wait on that right now. Yeah, we're going to wait on that one for now. Let's go ahead, and I'm thinking they're both pretty full. I'm going to leave the drowned one in. Let's take the Enderman out. And we'll put that one in. All right, so again, this is, it's going to go through. If it gets a result, it'll put it down into there. If it doesn't, it's going to put it up into that spot, right? And it'll just make the, what's this one called? Ender prediction. But each time it fails, it's going to go ahead and increase in a level. So even though it's, not a full good to go one, it's still going to be able to increase. But we are losing a lot of power here. 2,560 FE per tick versus 100. Yeah, it's required a lot more power. So I need to increase the power output on those. What do we have back here? We have ultimate pipe upgrades already. So let's get a gate, and a hardened one should be good enough. Yeah, that'll work. All right, let's make this. We're going to need 4 insanium and 1 prosperity seed base. There's our prosperity seed base. How many of these we have? 3.2 thousand. Nice. Like it. And then I got to go into here. We're going to grab our nether stars out. Grab the rest of the stuff too. All right, let's make our Nether seed. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yay! A nether seed. We're not done yet, though. We got to make the crux. So let's go that to that to that to that to that. All right, so we need a block of diamond, which you already got that on. So we should just be able to click that and boom. Nether star crux. All right, so this is gonna have to go, you know, like right inside this farm here. And I would like to have actually quite a few of these going. So I'm looking at what we've got. We've got turtle seed, water, 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 fish, fish, wither skeleton, wither skeleton. Let's keep those. Sheep, 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 fire, fire. Probably need more fire essence going. More than anything else. But let's just do fire. Dye. Dye we probably don't need as much of anymore. If I go and let's take a look at the dye essence. How much do we have? We are, yeah, we're good on dye. So I think we can probably, we're going to go ahead and kick the dye back. We'll do like that. And let's go ahead and grab another fire essence. Here we go. Cool. Now we're going to have to break this block. Okay. And it's okay that it did that because we're going to have to put that right there. Okay. And then for my bag, I have to put this back in. And then we will need, I'm not sure if I have one still. So we'll just make a wooden one. It's going to be basically a one and done type use here. We'll do that. And then I'm going to click Insanium on that. So it's Insanium farmland. Cool. And then we can place that on there. There we go. So now we are, it's not very fast, but we'll, you know, we have the stuff now that we can build that up if we need to, which we're going to need to. Don't worry. We're going to need to. Let's go back into here. All right. Remember all those extra tier 3 crafters that I made? Yeah. Remember those? This is where these are going to come in handy. So we have an area where we already have mystical agriculture stuff coming through on that green, white, white channel. It's coming in, you know, right through here. And then it's feeding back out. So what we're going to do is we're going to put another one of these crafters down. And we're going to do it probably right there. I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, you know what? I may have to change this up just a skosh. Both of these. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to turn off that pickup for a moment. Turn you off. I want to clear out an area here like that. We're going to put that onto there. Yeah. And then we're going to need pipes. All right. I am not going to connect this yet. All right, what I'm going to do is we're going to put a plug on here. Or not a plug, it's a, it's a point. A point. There we go. All right, let's take a look inside it. I'm going to turn this off for just a moment. There we go. On to activate. Now, we're going to have to make sure that we don't get a whole lot of stuff in here, right? We're going to have to limit what is coming into this. And I think usually cobblestone is usually what I like to use because I'm trying to think of items that are coming through the mystical agriculture system here, right? It's just going to be this stuff. So I think what I'd like to do is probably cobblestone. Let's do cobblestone. And I'm going to lock out a pretty big section here, okay? Because right now, this one that we're doing, we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of stuff from. All right, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And yeah, let's do 3 of them. Okay, and I'm going to hit remember. All right, have we gotten any more of the, let's see if we've gotten any more of that essence in. Oh yeah. All right, so let's select it. And we're going to do this recipe right here. And we're going to say apply. And that's going to create the nether star shard. All right, and we should have everything remembered. So let's go ahead and do this. And now we've got these shards. Oh, so I need to internal. and apply. Right, because I need those to go back into here. Let's do a remember. Make sure this is all memorized. Good, good, good. All right, now I should be able to remember. Okay, so let's now choose the next recipe, which will take those shards and turn them into the actual nether star. And this we want to be external, so it's going to go into here so that we can put it into our inventory system. So that should, there we go. We got our first nether star from Mystical Agriculture, which is pretty sick. So we're going to need to, like I said, I'm going to change this up just a skoosh, but I'm going to do it like that. And where is my wrench? There it is. We can do that. And that should export. Yep, that's exported it out. So now we should be able to hook this up like that. And they're coming in. Sweet. Let's go see however many more we have already over here. All right, let's make a home for the nether stars. And of course, that's going to go right over here. So that is where our nether stars are going to go to. Oh, got a little clicky there, didn't I? So if I throw that into there, did it do it? Let's go tab. Nether stars. Did we get at least one more? Oh, we did not. What does the export on this look like? Distribute nearest first. Go take a peek, see what's happening. Okay, well, nothing's showing up there. Yeah, we got 2 now. Hey, all right. So it'll take 4. We'll have to do, for us to be able to continue to make more and more nether stars, they will not replicate. All right, you're not going to get a star because the plants are growing. You're going to have to go through that whole process again of getting the nether star upgrades. So that's what we're going to have to do with the next 4 that come in, because I would like to probably, you know, I'm thinking probably like to have like 3 to 4, maybe 5 of those. You know, it wouldn't be bad. Probably get like an entire field of them, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But that's good. So in this episode, we did go to the Nether. We collected some of the items that we need for being able to get the hostile neural network going on nether mobs. And we've got an automated nether star generation system going. Slow, granted, but it's going. So I called that a win. Let's take a look at our clipboard and see what we're going to do in the next episode. Let's take a peek. So we can mark off Nether. So next episode, we're going to be getting into some Ars Nouveau stuff. And then we're going to start getting into the Geo ore for making some of our items, right? We got passive going here, but I'm going to set up an automated system for on demand when we need specific items. Cool. All right, folks. Hey, thanks for spending time with me. This is Shino, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.